right, welcome to the show. Rohan, Seefah, and Bhakti. Long time no see. We
Hello.
literally just flown in last night from Thailand and we're recording this. Before we get into today's episode, which is going to be exploring a lot of Northern Thailand food, I want a quick round of introduction of everyone. So let's go clockwise. Rohan, you start.
Hi, so I'm one of the co-founders of Four Monkeys Events, and I also run a QSR called Pav and Rocketman Pizza, based out of Bandra.
So I'm Seefah Chayo, the owner of Seefah restaurant and the one of the Four Monkey.
And I also think you're a mafia.
Yeah, so
Bhakti?
Hi, I'm Bhakti. I'm the founder and chef of Little Food Company based in Bombay.
are you another monkey as well?
Not a monkey.
No, right?
Okay, all three of them are downplaying themselves. They're all three very cool people, very prominent in the F&B scene in different aspects. And a few weeks back, Seefah called me and said, we are going to Thailand. And I was driving that time. I don't even think I understood the entire conversation. And I was like, yeah, cool, let's go.
Yeah, I was shocked that you say yes directly. I like, wow.
Yeah. She's like, we're going to Thailand. I was like, yes, done.
Yeah, I think she asked me like 5 times, do you think Aneesh will say yes? I said, yeah, chef, he'll say yes.
I didn't even ask for any more details. All of the things came later. But it was super interesting because we were exploring Thai food and go to places that I'd never even heard of. Usually when I think of Thailand, Bangkok is the first thing that comes to mind. But how did this trip even come about? Because both of you have been involved in the planning of this.
So let me start this. Like you say, people know Bangkok, people know Phuket, Pattaya, Samui, Krabi. But for myself, that a little more for like our generation as well. So I come with the concept of Northeast Thailand because I love the food. So I love their food and say, why not? And then when I do the food promotion every time for the Isaan food, people love it. So I spoke to the tourism authority of Thailand in Mumbai to let them understand why we not promote this. So yeah, they agree with us. So they give opportunity for us to do this. And then I come to spoke to Rohan and then Four Monkey that how to go about. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think when Seefah told us about this, we were really excited because I've seen a whole different part of Thailand. And we did a lot of research around what we would like to show you guys around mainly food, the restaurants, the bar. And also, it was so different, right? Because we did like stuff going to a temple, which usually I don't think so anyone would do.
We
Right.
went to a dinosaur museum.
Yeah, we went to a dinosaur. So it was really fun and different.
And first time in my life as well that I go to Isan with all of you. So everything new for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I remember there was one meal where we were having where even Seefah was like, this is way too spicy for me.
Yeah,
And
I was shocked. Like I go to tell them, please make less spicy. I think that all my friends cannot have it. They say only you have problem. Everyone didn't complain anything. Like, oh, okay.
so, Seefah, to you, give me a little down low on how Thai cuisine is overall. What are like the staples of Thai cuisine? And then how it starts to shift the moment you, let's say, get to the Assam cuisine.
So, you say that all over the world that no Thai food, mostly from the center of Thailand, right? So why we not promote anything else? North, south, northeast, or whatever way. So now that Thailand have so many cuisine, so I want to showcase of the Thai food is not only about the spicy. If you say that Isan, yes, they have spicy food, but they have different things as well. They have grill of the meat. They have a lot of fermented thing that you don't have to use fish sauce. You can use fermented fish instead of the fish sauce. I want to share people mind that try something new, and then that's why we say that we show Isan because of I know everyone love it. You keep eating, but you're not feeling very heavy because everything about the herb, everything about the yeah, that's why my idea that I want to show another cuisine of the Thailand.
And how does the Assam cuisine start to differ? And Bhakti, I want you to chime in on this also because you and I are fans of this cuisine and we could perhaps eat this every day.
Right.
But how did it change for us as well?
So how this change for us? I mean, sorry,
Yeah, no worries.
what that mean? I mean, how this change for us?
Basically, it was very different from eating your Thai curry rice to your
Oh,
pad Thai.
okay.
To,
So, like I said, Thai curry rice, pad Thai, this, even papaya salad in the center of the Thailand is completely different, right? If you see their presentation, that they serve with a lot of meat and vegetable. So you mix everything together. Uh, the taste of the Isaan food, they have all flavor. They have four flavor. They have spice, they have salt, they have sweet, they have sour. So, but in the center, that is only sweet if you say that. Sour is only about the sour and spicy. Not also again is sweet and spicy. Only Isan that have all the flavor that you taste that you also see. Right. And
How was it for you?
So I felt like it's different in terms of, like she said, it's fermented, a lot of fermentation techniques involved. I find it different from um, even the spice levels perspective. Everything, there was a range of spice on the entire meal everywhere we ate across the north. Versus when you come to a Bangkok city, I think it's also designed for tourism. It's designed for, we are going to better restaurants and stuff. It's also adapted to a lot of people. But when we are eating this local, eating stuff like ant eggs or eating things like, dried shrimp straight up, that lave, it's very different. And we could consume that far easier there than like as a gimmicky thing in Bangkok. Like like Khao San Road will send you skewer sticks with scorpion, which is become like a fun thing.
Yeah.
It's not really like here we consumed it naturally versus it being, presented to you in a fun manner to try as a challenge.
Yeah.
So that makes a difference. Like she said, the Thai papaya salad itself served so differently was stunning. Like none of us knew that this will happen.
And this was at that first place, right?
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
in Konkan.
In
then
Konkan,
you can't get
in Sunshine Cafe, in fact.
yeah, that.
And it was served completely differently. Maybe it would have not been as spicy had we known we are mixing all of it together. But
And
we
We
went
didn't.
for it.
and if you see that the quality of the seafood what they're serving to us, they serve fresh one. That I was shocked because of I'm always have the I'm stopped to eat seafood from Bangkok Frank because I see that they serve always frozen prawn. Bangkok become commercial now. I'm from Bangkok, but I keep complaining about Bangkok about the quality of the food. Yeah, I mean
This blows my mind. There's a lot of frozen seafood being consumed in Bangkok.
yes, because of the I don't know how and then Bangkok very close to the sea.
Yeah.
I mean
It's
to
also the
beach.
volume, right? I mean,
Yeah,
Fair.
they
that's
run
what I said. They
bigger,
become
bigger
the
restaurants.
yeah. When you go to the mall, some famous restaurant in the mall that also they serve of frozen prawn and
But here's the thing, Bangkok is importing seafood from, in fact, even India. Crabs are being sent from India and Sri Lanka to
Correctly.
Bangkok.
Yeah.
So, yes, it will be that quality will change. The crab style, size, everything is going to change. And a lot of fish does still come from Tokyo for all of Southeast Asia.
So we started our trip in Konkan and this place, Sunny Cafe?
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Cafe.
Sunshine
Cafe.
Cafe. So this was the vibe throughout the trip. A lot of beer with ice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a lot of spicy food in Konkan. But
yeah.
coming back to that salad we had the papaya salad. We can put the pictures on the YouTube version of the podcast. But I've never seen papaya salad like that.
Yeah.
A really concentrated papaya salad with so many condiments around it,
Yeah.
ranging from
There was noodles, there was meat, there
Yeah.
was herbs, there was a lot of
The pork.
peanuts, everything that was given along with it. So
And then that-
sausages.
and
So-
then that one dish of young coconut.
Young coconut.
That was
yeah.
excellent.
With
That was
the
too good.
red curry fish. Like
Yeah.
that amazing.
That was my favorite.
So that what the quality of the seafood what they use they change the game
Hmm.
of the dish, and like you say papaya salad why they serve condiment is to reduce your spice.
That was so spicy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. The
Because we
second one
went
what I was
confidently.
order I said can you make
Yeah.
less spicy. They was like less spicy. I said yeah that less spicy or that second one.
Mm.
That salad was 10x of every flavor. Just concentrated, and I was really enjoying it, and I was sweating, and I was being a hero and finishing it. And then I see Seefah said it's too spicy, I can't have it.
Yeah, I think it's true, and that also one of the reason why we put ice with the beer
Yeah.
because of
To calm it.
like it get more colder and
I-
you can
ice.
keep drinking more beer if you see that.
Ice beer is a great idea.
Yeah.
Should do that in Bombay as well.
But ice in Bombay like Okay.
Yeah, let's not get there.
Let's not
Look
get
at
that.
that.
But the other interesting thing was how just the somtam changed throughout the trip.
Sorry. What is that?
The another interesting thing was how just the papaya salad, how just the somtam changed throughout our trip wherever we went.
They did, but
Conket
Yes.
was super spicy.
After that, it was even served somewhere with fermented crab. It's
Yeah.
served somewhere with, shrimp. It's served somewhere with even
salted
aubergine.
egg, yeah,
and salted egg.
and then even the raw meat, that raw crab, that
The
you
raw
see
crab,
that
fermented
we got
crab.
another one there.
Yes.
So the raw prawn, that even they serve that. So, but because of the seafood fresh, right? That actually we have the raw prawn. If prawn is fresh, we
Yeah.
just squeeze with the lemon, we can eat that, and then very sweet. The
It was
prawn
sweet,
become very
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, like for me, it was the first time eating so much seafood. Right, I come from a whole coastal. I'm Maharashtrian, so I'm just been eating like coconut everywhere. I don't think so. I ate coconut, like a coconut paste in any of the food as well.
Yeah.
There was no coconut paste in any of the food.
Guys, in 10 days we didn't have Thai curry rice.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
noodles.
That was amazing.
That one.
Yep. In
That-
fact, the young coconut is the most interesting dish because the young coconut was cooked and steamed in that coconut with the flesh.
Yeah.
So instead of using coconut, like you said, make it a paste, that it was what we were eating is
Yeah, they use coconut meat.
coconut meat in
Coconut.
fact. So that was stunning and very I
Yeah,
think
and
that
we
was
were
a
also
mind blow.
confused, right? What it is? Someone said it's egg.
Eggs.
Someone said it's like
There was
So
some egg in
they
it.
had
There were
there was
they
egg, but
had
the whole
egg in it.
base felt
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
egg bhurji or something like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it wasn't. It was
And they have
To be able to even cook like that, they had to serve the water of the coconut in a glass because they have to use the coconut shell
yeah.
and the thing to cook, which was also very, very well done.
So this dish was young coconut. It was a bunch of different seafood ranging from oysters to shrimps to fish and prawns and everything,
Yeah.
and young coconut and eggs, and yeah, it was delicious.
So from Khon Kaen that we head to Loi. So Loi, one of the city that is starting to go to north. Okay, so Loi is between that Isaan, like a northeast to north. And then we go to Shengkan. Shengkan, you see that we go for walking street. That also Sheng another game, because food also completely different from Khon Kaen to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loi. Yeah.
I don't think I'm done with Konkan yet. Even the night market
Yeah.
that we went to. I think the interesting thing here was that these were not touristy places. In fact, most of the places didn't even have menus in English. And like what Bhakti earlier said, right? So when you're eating a bug there, it's not a touristy thing.
Gimmick.
That is actually what is being consumed every day. That night market was also really, really cool.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm not there that night. That when you Kalan saying that the food is so good, like
Yeah.
very nice food there.
Yeah, actually, what I liked about that whole place as we entered, you felt like, okay, it's gonna be loud and it's gonna be like, it's gonna be crazy. What I really liked about the market is, number one, it's so clean. I don't know, I don't understand how they handle this hygiene. I don't think so. It happens in Bombay also. We've done flea markets and we see our stall being so like messed up, but this was unreal. They're using ice, there's seafood, there's live, there's gas, there's everything, and it was crazy. Every stall was so clean and the food was amazing.
That night market actually gave us a chance to see a lot more food in one place rather than in a single restaurant. So it makes it easier. It was also, you're visibly seeing the kitchens, you're visibly seeing the cooking methods that are being applied there. Everybody had like jars and jars of like the sauces, all the sauces, whether it's green, the red, the super spicy, everything looked phenomenal. And again, yes, like he said, fresh seafood to be done in that format is genius, is amazing.
I was somewhere moving away from shellfish in Bombay. I was just not feeling it, and this trip just changed that again.
Yeah.
And just the quality.
Yeah.
The sauces. The first place we ate at the Vietnamese place in Khon Kaen.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone remembers the
So
name.
that oh sorry, I also forgot the name. But that the Vietnam inspiration.
Yeah, but even the sauce, like,
Yeah,
like the
the-
stuff we were getting on the side.
Yeah. So that the salt also like a little sweet, but they add, So that's why I said the food is if the dipping is sweet, they give you some raw mango. They give you some of the chili on side, and then you should put, and then you get all balanced.
Yeah.
And then the sauces have some salt in it, right? So that's why you get all balance.
I thought that one of the dips that we got there was fish sauce with slight sugar given to us on the side. And but again, that Vietnamese food completely was different to anything we ate
Yeah, I
across
think
the
what
trip.
what I was amazed is that basket of lettuce and mint and
Yeah.
basil.
Yeah.
That's so Vietnam.
I
though.
was
It's
I was
Yeah.
I was just like wow, because I've not been to Vietnam before, and that was amazing. I think I was making like poxy kebab rolls with lettuce.
I was good. We ate a lot of lettuce. And again, you just don't feel heavy, right? It
Yeah.
was nice and easy. Also, it was super cheap. All of these places
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
incredibly well priced.
So like you see that we are more how many people? More 20 people.
We were 20 people.
We coming from
With the crew,
with
15,
the crew,
16
everything,
people. Yeah.
everyone, that even the driver sitting
Yeah,
right
yeah.
next. So about 20 people. I think the water bill we paying is
Yeah, that was cheap.
it too cheap.
How much was it? Like a average meal we spent for
That
20 people.
3,500 baht.
That's 10,000 rupees.
No, that's around seven and a half.
8,000.
8,000,
8,000 for 20 people, and then
I don't want to talk about how much I spent in Bangkok by myself then.
No, but again, it's not
So-
just the amount of money being cheap; it's the value,
The quality,
the
yeah.
quality that you get in that price is the game changer.
yeah. So Bangkok, that was now become commercial, but Bangkok is the one that to pull the crowd off from the tourism.
Yes.
So I can't complain that because of some like local for me. As for the local, I said that Bangkok very expensive for me.
I want to, at the end, I want to talk about this one place that Seefah took us to in Bangkok. Which is
Riverside, that one.
yeah, but don't say the name right now. We will reveal that at the end.
Okay.
That was a great vibe, a great local place for Bangkok. Okay, so from Konkan we went to
Loi.
Lai.
So Loi is one of another city in Isaan, in Northeast, right? But we go Chiang Khan. Chiang Khan is like a province. So we go stay there. If I know that I was dreaming to go there for a long time because I see people talking about this and about the food as well. So if I know that we should stay for 2 nights.
Yeah, I found it really hipster.
It was so this place was, we were staying by the Mekong. We were literally on the riverbank, and across our hotel room is Laos.
Yes. Yes.
And the food just changed.
The
that,
food just changed.
That dinner was so good.
Yeah, so that restaurant at so the owner was telling us that his grandmother from Laos, and then his grandfather is the Chinese Thai. So that why if you see the menu will be Chinese, it will be Laos. But again, when it come to Thailand, they make as per a big change from the Lao food to Thai palette, like Thai flavor.
Yeah.
That place was a lot more mellow in terms of spice.
Yeah.
Spice just
Yes,
went
completely.
away.
And then you see papaya salad also different. Like
Again,
they
yes.
not like a small slice, but they were big slice.
Yeah, they were bigger slices.
They say in Laos they serve like this.
So it's
You see
it's
that.
shaved versus sliced papaya.
Yeah.
It was shaved.
Like big slice,
Big.
like a
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that dinner and how the food changed there.
So the food chain is so this restaurant is already 60 years old restaurant. So they won't make in house, like they just make at home, and then the selling on that area itself. Before that, the walking street coming, and then they watch. People love it when start the local tourists come, and then they love it, and then they become famous because of it different taste. If you see that the pork what we eat, even vegetable, some of vegetable coming from Laos. Like they would explain to us one soup that the thickness of dew, and they say that one the root vegetable is specially from Laos and season, and then one dipping that have prawn and then mint pork and then the shrimp paste. I was asking them because they serve with the raw mango. I said because raw mango not available always, right? He said if not no raw mango, we not serve something else. We make not available in the menu. I said oh my god, and then. The thing is, because of I'm from Thailand, we always flexible, right? That when people ask something extra, there was like, oh, we have make this. We ask something extra from them,
Yeah.
right? They say no, we can't give it to you because we make as per the portion. They have limited portion per day. Like if finish, they finish. They doesn't care that you want more, you take more. Everything we pre-order. That's why we got all the food that like all signature from them, and food different like the spice level. It's not very spicy. Of the from Konkan to them, I feel like Konkan I couldn't have it, but here I would enjoy. Even the soup.
Yeah, that
The
soup
soup
was
also
good.
like and then the pork like coming like 5 spice, so it mix of Cantonese I feel, right? And
Yes.
it like that. Yeah, so
That place just was it was everything, right? Laos
so
inspired, Vietnam, China.
Chinese. Yeah.
yeah, and then so they call Huan Luang Prabang. Luang Prabang is the from Lao, right? Huan is it's like in north and in on Isaan they call it Huan like a house. So it already meaning that the house of Lao, like that. So
Right.
Let's take a short little break, and when we come back, I also want to talk about the cocktail and coffee culture, which even in really small towns in Thailand was exceptionally good. All right, we're back on the niche thing, and I'm with Rohan, Seefah, and Bhakti, and we're talking about some unexplored Thai food. Now, one thing that was really, really refreshing and cool to see that even in the tiny, tiny cities we went to, there were cocktail bars and there were really good cafes. Like Konkan had two really cool cocktail bars. One was inspired by Kingsman, slightly gimmicky in terms of ambience, but the drinks were great. And the other place was
The gentleman.
that was the
The gentle was the
the first
Gentle
one.
was
Kings.
Kingsman inspired. What was the name of the second bar?
Chromatic.
Chromatic. Chromatic was really cool.
Yes. Both the places, the drinks also were great. The bar service in terms of the bartenders also vibe, very speakeasy style, very well presented drinks. In fact, not just
Yeah.
good drinks. It was very well presented. The glassware, the look, the whole vibe, the music, all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine a speakeasy bar there
In
when I
Konkan,
entered.
yeah.
Because when I entered, the first thing I saw like a little shack with loud music, and I was like, okay, fine, this feels like Bangkok.
Yeah.
And then Bhakti was like, there's a really cool speakeasy bar here, and then I was really amazed. It was really nice.
It was really
Yeah,
nice.
so I was shocked that Konkan have all this speakeasy bar because of, yeah, I thought that only like Chiang Mai or Phuket or Bangkok that, but the Konkan meaning that people like been there.
Yeah, I would
for
go
the-
back there for sure.
No,
So-
no, it's there because and we were there
Yeah.
on Valentine's Day, and there were dates there, and it was pretty much it was a
Yeah.
vibe. They
So
had
market is there, but like only for local you see it, right?
Yeah, this is all for
Yeah,
locals,
all
right?
for
So
local, yeah.
apart from those bars, there was a really nice jazz club, but they had a tap room with about 20 really good craft beers on tap, including one of my favorite beers from Belgium. And again, I would have never expected to find that beer in
Correct.
that place. I think that made my evening though. But just really good F&B all round, not just food
Yeah.
but beverages as well. When it came to coffee, even in Lai, so it's basically this one tiny street which is on the banks of Mekong where we were staying. We went out for breakfast, and our breakfast was also really good.
Yeah.
Very,
We were waiting also, like,
yeah.
you don't have to
I actually
tell.
want to talk about that breakfast as well, but there was a coffee cart with 16 coffees that I could count. You could have pour overs, hot and cold. There was a hand pulled espresso, like a manual espresso machine on that cart. And I kid you not, it's one of the best cups of coffee I've had, and just stuff like that.
Yeah, very simple. That
Very
I was
simple, but
standing
Yeah,
so
actually,
good.
I would
alone.
like to ask Anish this. Like, would you ever imagine a small cart, not a 12 lakh rupee machine at the back, and
And then
this
you-
guy is just churning out just great coffee?
Yeah, it was great.
It was
coffee.
crazy. I was like, wow. He had literally a bhaji wala cart. That was it.
Yeah. He was spoke to me like he said, "Really, my coffee very nice." I said, "Yeah." So there was like fan of the coffee, and like he was so happy.
So I'll actually tell you the detailing that went in over there. So I got this blend of Colombian, Myanmar, and one more bean that they had. They made the pour over. Of course, they measured everything. Everything was fine. But then the guy aerated the coffee, got the temperature down to what a drinking temperature should be, rather than just serving it hot that most other places would do. When he got done with getting the temperature right, he tasted the coffee himself with a spoon, made sure everything's fine, and then served it. That sort of detail you won't get at most cafes,
Yep.
specialty coffee cafes anywhere. So it was a lot of these smaller kind of things that they were doing. That was like, okay, these guys really do know their coffee, and this is not just your average coffee cart.
I think it's also the format of hospitality, which in Thailand, whether we talk about bars, we talk about food, or we are talking about even a coffee cart, that hospitality that they have for towards what they are serving you is so passionately done that travels across. So whether he's curated great coffees because there were lots of options. Like
Yeah.
I chose something with a cake blend in.
Yeah, I
you know,
think the strawberry
the
cake. was-
strawberry
strawberry
one
cake.
was
Yeah.
also great. So you're like, he's curated that. Plus, his attention to detail, sure. But after that, the way he's serving it to you, because he's a single man operating that whole thing,
Yeah.
and we were 6 of us standing for coffee. It didn't matter because they are doing it so well.
There were two gentlemen behind that cart, and again, just detailing, right? Even like the hand grinder they were using was a Commandante. It's a really high quality hand grinder. So everything was done at a budget and no expensive production,
Yeah.
but each thing that they were using was
Amazing.
top notch in that aspect. That breakfast was also really interesting and very different from rest of our breakfast.
So I heard that Pickford, even they don't have the name. I tried to research again that because of the. I want to know where next time when I go, I can go. But anyway, just last.
if
end
you
of
show up,
the-
if
yeah.
you show up in this place, there's only one street to go to. There's nothing much.
So, I heard about it, so I go there and walk, and they're like, oh my god, we thought that we get a easy table, but no table. We were waiting. We said that we have 8 people, and after that, everyone coming, and then the owner coming. You say you have 8 people. I said I'm going now. Then another friend will come. The food very simple. They don't have even menu for me. When we asking what the menu, he's just telling me 10 dish, and then I need one noodle. I want the congee, and then. Yeah, and then the bread.
The bread with
The
condensed
bread,
milk
like your condensed milk. That's my favorite every morning.
every
yeah.
morning.
Like,
How do people not put on weight in these places?
uh,
We were having condensed milk on bread every morning.
yeah, but you see that how many plate we eat? Like one plate is 6 piece, right? We ate 4, 5, like
So-
5 or 4 people.
All the bread,
Okay.
bread and butter in Thailand was being served with condensed milk
Yeah.
and soaking butter.
Yeah, and then but what we have it deep fried like a Chinese, you know that one. So
That was, that
It's
was
like
good.
a chini toast.
very healthy,
Yeah.
very healthy thing.
Very healthy.
Yeah, very healthy. Sorry.
Bhakti and I were talking about what if we just moved to this place because it's so chill and easy. Marijuana was legal. Hey, we can mention that, right? It's legal there.
Yeah, we literally go there.
Uh,
I mean,
That was the other aspect. Marijuana was legal, and legal to the point that dispensaries had plants growing there. So,
They were all farming it.
they're farming now.
themselves.
Yeah, they're
so
farming
it's
now.
literally farm to roach. I don't know what the right
Yeah, it was crazy.
terminology
Yeah,
is.
like-
Especially the first one we entered in. That guy had like a backyard with just tents and plants
Yeah.
with weed, and then he has a TT table, and then he has a bar, and he has bongs all over the place.
So I
So-
entered this place from purely from a learning and academic point of view. not from a consumption standpoint, but we went to this place. Two guys opened the door. It's a locked place. You have to ask them to open. We go there. They have every possible varietal with tasting notes and what it does, and is it more focused, is it more energetic, and then you enter inside, and I think they were having their own party that time. They were definitely playing music and doing karaoke or something in the middle of the day. And then there's a backyard with a TD table, and then with just plants growing and just farming happening. And that was another aspect on
But
this trip that you saw everywhere.
So this is the thing I want to talking about this. So in Thailand now we also make medicine from this.
Yeah.
Like the fresh one, because of one of my dad best friend, he got the cancer, and he got better because of fresh one. I won't mention that. You should have every day one leaf, and then I was shocked. Like he was worse than my dad, but he got better. So that good thing also there. I mean, the good thing of this, like you don't have to consume too much.
And in Lai there was also beer Lao, so which is just a great commercial beer. But they also had the IPA. So it's like you're in this really tiny place, literally like very few tourists, and definitely no Indian tourists there, and you have really good IPAs on the street.
Yeah.
You have dispensaries with plants all over the street, and you have great food, and you have mango sticky rice, and like, what else do you need?
Yeah.
Nothing.
You get everything there.
We can move.
We can
Even
move.
you just sit on the road and you have a beer. I mean, they don't need license.
Yeah, even the coconut ice cream that we had.
Yes.
That whole,
With the roti.
yeah.
Crispy roti.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one. That was also really good.
And even bars are not necessarily like bars how we are imagining them, especially in Chiang Kan. The smallest of spaces, just even a cart can sell alcohol.
Yeah.
And had basic wine going.
So now, but if you see, they have timing also right now. Like like in 7-Eleven or even the restaurant we go for barbecue, remember? So they have timing. But the local one, of course.
Yeah.
Anyway, local is local. Like you can
Yeah,
get.
over there was no. Otherwise, it's 2 to 5.
So only 2 to 5, and then again in the night. But that only like if you have to billing. Like you go 7-Eleven, right?
Yeah.
You buy
Correct.
after that. So
Correct.
they cannot give it to you because they have to billing in the system.
7-Eleven itself is a vibe.
Yeah.
You can survive a whole day and
Yeah.
eat just in there.
So Karan come back. Karan said that you should learn how to make mint chicken basil from 7-Eleven. I said, what? I said, you have the mint chicken basil when you were drunk or
We
that.
went every night to 7
And then like,
Every
we
night.
told my mama
And
some
actually, we ate a really cool, a really nice pork burger from 7-Eleven, which was packed in a plastic, put in the micro, and
Then
it was
eat it.
really good.
It's very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Even their buns, they had dim sum, they had sushi, they had lots
Everything.
of things.
And it's all frozen.
This is not even talking about the snack part.
yeah.
The snacks, the Asian snacks in 7-Eleven.
There are also a lot of cannabis-based drinks
Oh yes,
Yeah.
at 7-Eleven.
we opened our trip with that. That was the first thing we had from
Yeah,
there.
our first meal on this trip, as much as we're talking about really cool, very small local places, was at a 7-Eleven sort of a place, right?
No, we stopped by for I think Pitopam.
Yeah.
And
but a
then-
similar
Yeah,
place.
similar.
Yeah,
Similar.
similar
Yeah.
place.
Similar.
So that.
Supermarket.
They weren't expecting 20 people.
Oh
to
yes,
show up
so
for
that's why we
breakfast.
had to waiting for 45 minutes for
Yeah.
our food.
Yes.
Like so and then too early morning, like 7 o'clock,
Yes.
they just opened the shop. I think.
Also, this is the one place that in Thailand, especially, that your breakfast, or anywhere in the Southeast Asia, your breakfast could be noodles and rice and
Yeah.
the soup, and it doesn't matter. Somehow, we were not looking for breads and eggs and all. It was okay to
Yeah.
consume whatever was being served at that point. And
Yeah, I
it
don't
was
think so
great.
any of us had bread. Like for the first 4
Yeah.
days at least, there was no bread on the table.
No,
But you-
first
yeah.
full week we had
Actually,
that bread, butter, condensed milk.
Yeah.
Straight up.
That bread.
There was no like regular bread toast situation at all. Yeah, it was good.
So after Lai, we went to Bangkok.
Yes. Yes.
And so I've been to Bangkok a few times now. The last time I was there was for Bangkok Bar Show. So I'm pretty well clued into the craft bar scene in Bangkok. But you took us to a really fabulous place. That was a vibe. Tell us about that.
So this plate, I was going when I start to drinking and hang out with a friend. And then every time when I go back home, I always go there. All my childhood friend or everyone will coming and sitting there, drink, eat, and drunk and go home because we are all stay that side. We stay in Riverside, right there. We call Old City. So if you see that the price, I was like, of course we can go fancy plate, but I want to go back with all my memory. Like we always sitting and drink over there. The same thing what you have, sorry. The same thing what you have, the steam
The
coconut
young coconut.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
that again.
that
There.
have over there. And then one of that was suddenly was love is a century egg with
Yeah.
mint pork
Yeah.
basil. And then again that you have the soup with the prawn and then papaya salad. But papaya salad is different what you have in Isaan. So the food there also quality also very nice. Not just the bar food. It's like you can get proper meal and then drink and then leave aside. Like 5-star view for us.
That view was also, that place was really well done up. It
Yeah.
wasn't like this was a what's the right word? It wasn't like it was.
You can see the temple. You can see the Wat Arun, rather than you sitting in a 5-star hotel. See the same view. I mean, why you have to pay for like 100%?
No, but like you said 5-star earlier, but what I'm trying to say is that this place was really nicely done. It's not like
It's
it
not
was,
as grunge.
Yeah, it wasn't
wasn't
grungy
grungy.
or
Yeah.
it wasn't that. It was just
Yeah.
it was a beautiful place. And what was the name of the place?
So name Taling Bar. Taling Bar is like the place next to the river. So like that. So we always go. They have live band as well. After you left, that live band coming and then they sing the English song. I like, oh wow, that you sharing now. Yeah, but every time I go in, but still when I go back again, when coming from Khon Kaen, coming from Isan, and I come back to Bangkok, I feel like, oh, this is my area. So I want to do more of the local. It's really local because we don't have time in Bangkok much. I couldn't take you go for local bar because I'm always go there. I'm not go to the new city. What you go like Thong Lo or Sukhumvit because I want to keep quiet myself on this side because and then next day I take you go for the macro, have
Yeah.
the noodle soup and it was 40 baht.
Yeah, that was like a D-Mart. It was like a massive
But have
Supermarket.
the food court.
and
And
it
very
had
chic.
local food. It had no Burger King or a KFC or anything in there. It was just local guys in a food court.
Even Taling Bar, I think what we assumed is that we are getting a couple of drinks, then we will be going for dinner.
Yeah.
But we didn't need to.
The
The
dinner
food
was so
there
good.
was,
Was really good.
excellent. And
Yeah.
we ordered thinking we are just getting snacks. And we are like, no, this is so good.
Yeah.
Like, we should eat here. Like, I eventually ordered even pad thai there, finally in Bangkok. But
Which is also
yeah, it was
amazing
good.
to see, right? Like in Bombay, when you go to a bar, you'll always be like, okay, fine. The cocktails will be really nice, but the food may not be so good. But wherever we went, especially the
But you
bar
have to
that
go,
Seefah
you have
took
to
us
go
to,
Seefah,
especially where Seefah took us to, the food was really, really good. It was not more about the bar or the alcohol because you were getting straight up drinks, right? You were drinking
Yeah.
beer or you were drinking like a whiskey water. So I think that was really nice, and also the view was just amazing.
Yeah, views. And
Yeah.
like what Bhakti said, right? We all thought we'll get a couple of drinks and bounce somewhere
Yeah.
else. And everyone was like, no, let's just stay here. Why are we going anywhere else?
Yeah, because I want always looking for the place that we end up over there. Like I don't want to keep moving because in Bangkok too much traffic, and if we go by taxi or we don't have own car, that very difficult to call the Grab and come and pick up us, right?
Yeah, but for me, for Bangkok, as much as I, of course, enjoy all the cocktail bars there, this was really, really nice. Very good vibe, very local,
Thank you.
easy. I think we'll do a round of recommendations from our trip about restaurants that are absolutely obscure and you might at some point want to visit in Thailand. I will start with, what's the name again?
Sap Nua.
I will start with Sap Nua, and we had ant eggs there. We had a lot of raw meat there, and then for dessert there was this really nice sweet and sugary lotus root.
Total Luches.
Yeah, that was really nice. Also, fun cafe opposite that with really good coffee.
Yeah, that would after that you go there and bread, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. You try the bread on.
Yeah. In fact, you can talk about this, right? The ant eggs that we ate. Sorry. I was going to say something. I forgot. I was
Say
going
it.
to add to it. I forgot.
love it.
The ant eggs were creamy. Also, how big were the ants that the eggs were so big? Those
So
eggs were
the ant
big.
is so big. That's why that big and not Chotu, not
Not
No one
Chotu.
can see. No one can see this on
no
audio.
the and is that big and not the small one. So.
Those are the
Okay,
big ants.
maybe going by what Seefah was trying to show
What?
us, I think
Sorry.
2 inches or something must be the ants. Those eggs were
Big.
like almost an inch long eggs,
Yeah.
oval,
Yeah.
but kind of nice. And Seefah was like, just have this. There's more protein, and I was like, I have a protein box in my bag.
No, you
Right.
don't. You have
Need
to throw
no
that
protein.
and he.
But it was
eat
good, it was good.
Yeah, that thing.
Rohan, what about you?
1 second. What is that coconut thing that we had in Sunshine?
The steamed
Young
coconut,
coconut.
young
Young
coconut with
coconut.
seafood.
Yeah, so for me it was Sunshine, especially that young coconut dish
Yeah,
that we
back
had.
to that.
That was really nice, and also the vibe of the place was really good. You know, I think we spent like 2 hours there, 2
Yeah.
to 3 hours there.
Yeah, and
that
then
was-
that what Anish what loved the papaya
Ah, the
salad.
papaya
It's a
salad,
like
yeah.
That's the
thali
first place we ate.
thali papaya salad. We
Yeah, you
call
can call it the
that.
thali
Yeah.
papaya salad.
Yeah.
So yeah.
For you?
Come to me. I think I love almost everything, but my point that from Khon Kaen I love Tam Katoi, and from Bangkok of course Taling Ba. That's what I take off you go. That I recommend it. Yeah.
Bhakti.
For me, from the local food that we ate, this was probably the most local, but it was literally the dhaba style on the highway on our way to Chiang Khan. And I think the place is called Phorn, like
Just
porn?
say it.
Pond.
Like porn?
Let me do pond. Pond.
Porn.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so that was really good because there the chicken was being, roasted on open fire, and it was excellent, as well as the beef lab. Again, papaya salad everywhere.
Soup.
It was excellent. The
Soup,
soup was
yeah.
great. The soup was excellent.
And then I heard everyone asking you that the bird.
Yes,
or
actually, I had put up a picture of the chicken being, butterflied in a certain fashion because they use really young chicken or really small chickens to do that. And the picture ends up looking where people ask me, am I eating a bat or a frog?
It did look like a
or
bad.
a
It did
rat?
look like-
Yeah.
Or,
it did.
and I was like, no, guys, it was straight up chicken, but it was so good.
Yeah. What about you?
I started the recommendations, but I am gonna do a few
I argue
honorable
again.
mentions for Bangkok,
Bangkok,
because I also went to Bangkok. I think last time was pre-COVID. So a few things that really were wonderful was So House has opened up in Bangkok, really nicely done. Bangkok Social Club at Four Seasons was spectacular. Really beautiful bar, beautiful property. They do a Negroni flight that was really good. Apart from the Negroni flight, even the pistachio margarita, then a bar called Mezcal, which of course is Mezcal focused. They had a drink with Mezcal, Fernet, horchata. That was really good. And a place called Caro Coffee. They're a roaster and a breakfast and brunch place.
Wow.
Really good stuff all around. All right, guys, thank you so much for being on the show. Can I quickly get everyone's Instagram accounts? And of course, Seefah, you have a restaurant here, so people can always come and try Thai food and great drinks. And any recommendations you have of your menu, people can reach out to you directly. So, Instagram handles.
So my personal is Rohan_power and 4Monkey Events.
And then my personal is Chef Seefah, and then for Seefah he wrote.
My Instagram handle is little_chef B, and Little Food Co is where we cook.
Where we cook. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anish. Thank you.
I hope you
Thank you.
guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please rate us on all platforms. It really helps us a lot. And we're also on YouTube, so all episodes in video as well.
Perfect. Thank you.